Looks like we're working. Another late stream today on Sunday, as I went out again and played Battletech. My friend, we had a nice, very fun game of Alpha Strike. I have to say, Alpha Strike is like quickly becoming one of my favorite games. It's so good. I love it. It's just like very fun and quick, and your dudes get blown up and you blow up other dudes. It's so good. It's so good. But as you can see on my giant super messy desk of messiness, I have a fucking massive bag. And this is because one of my local hobby shops started their Memorial Day sale a weekend early. So I want the giant box of necromunda. I was telling myself I wasn't going to buy anything this weekend, and that was a lie, apparently. So my local shop gave me this for a pretty massive discount, and I decided to pick it up. So I figured I could add it to my existing necromunda setup. Since I am starting the Grimdark Firefight campaign, hopefully, fingers crossed, next week, I figured it would be fun to like juice up the terrain and really have like some really just absolutely fucking nutter table that I can put out. So this thing legitimately weighs like 20 pounds. It is like just so much terrain. I can't even, like, it's the gang hideout set plus like a ton of walls and doors and all kinds of stuff. Like, it's absolutely mental. This is basically all the terrain you get from like the 2 starter sets plus the hangouts, or the hideout set. So it's pretty awesome. Hello. What are you still doing up? It's like 11 o'clock over by you. Oh. Oh. Whew. This thing is it's a beast, to say the least. Come on. Come on. Oh, there we go. Like, look at this fucking box. It's fucking massive. Woo, buddy. That's a lot of terrain. That's so much fucking terrain. Oh. Why did I doom myself to this much terrain again? Because I want a really boss setup for Grimdark Firefight. That's why. Alright. So I'm going to pull all the runners out, and then we'll take a little bit closer of a look at them. So this is your barricades and like terminals runner. That's just extra stuff that's not actually terrain. This is a double wide long walls runner. There's a second one of those. This is that's a base. I don't know why there's a base in here. It's a short walls runner, and that's another short walls runner. Ooh. This is one of the runners for the gang hideout. Another one of those. And another one of those. A lot of gang hideout runners. We got a set of pipes. And the other side of the set of pipes. These sets of pipes are fucking awesome. They're really cool terrain. We've got another piece of the gang hideout. Right there. We've got one of the sets of like roofs and the elevators. Got another set of roofs and an elevator. We've got a different set of roofs with little ladders. And we got that runner again. And we've got a set of pillars, 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 another set of pillars. We'll take a look at all these a little bit more after I get the giant box out of the way. We've got our set of doors. Big heavy doors. We got some more little bases. Kind of peg that broke off. Not sure what the little bases are for, but there we go. And that is fucking everything out of that giant box. Oh. And we've got our instructions. So we'll check those out after we look at all the runners. So let's go through the runners that I already know. So let's see. This is one of the sets of roofs runners. So these are alternate tops for the corner pieces that you can plug these platforms into. Then you have railings for the platforms and these cool like wires and little ladders and more railings and stuff. Basically what these allow you to do is to have like overhang like second level floors. So these are really cool. This one gives you like this is a piece that can connect multiple, right? So it connects into a corner. So like those little pieces right there, they go in right here. So if you take this piece, put one of these here, one of these there, you take this and you put it here, you now have like this big 3 square block that like hangs over. It's really cool stuff. It's super, super cool. It does look like it got a little beat up though. It's like that's broken. That's unfortunate. It's okay. It's the Underhive. It's not going to be the end of the world. But I guess just so much terrain in one really heavy box did beat it up a little. There's a couple little nicks out of things and stuff. But it's okay. It's the Underhive. So we get 2 of those, which is pretty cool. So we'll get essentially like 2 massive. So like one of these can do one side, one side, one side, and then all the connectors on it. So this is a lot of roof. That's a lot of roof. So that's pretty sweet. Next up, we've got these guys. So these are the single wall sections. This is going to produce 2 of them, I think. No, 3 of them. Yeah, so 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. Yeah, so that'll produce 3 wall sections, which is pretty sweet. So just the little caps on them. These caps, technically you can remove them, just swap them like up and down, but there's not really a ton of reason to unless you wanted to build like a double-decker wall. I don't know if that's a ton of good use as a wall, but it is what it is. But yeah, so you get 2 of those. So you're going to get 6 wall sections of the little sections right there. And then you're going to get 2 double sections, or 1 double section. So 1, 1, 2, 2, and then 1, 2, 1, 2, or 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2. This is just a double wide wall. That's all it is. So anywhere you just want a bigger wall, and this is a shorter wall right there. So pretty cool. Really neat thing about these is they actually have a magnet hole in the back. And if you put a 5x2 magnet on here, it's actually strong enough that if you want to put these little caps on the outside, they will hold on with magnets no problem. So like if you wanted this little vent to be like right there in the wall, pop a magnet in the vent, pop a magnet right there, holds perfectly fine. So you're going to get 2 more wall sections here and 2 big wall sections. So it's 2 big wall sections and a total of 8 wall sections with this. You get a lot of these. These are the pillar pieces. These sort of make up the like corners of the set. This is pretty. These are pretty great because if you're not attaching them to the like built-in like the big plastic tiles, which I never do because I like to play on mats. Don't really like to play on plastic tiles. So if you're just running them like this, you can also put them next to each other and basically use them as really big, thick wall sections. The neat thing about these is they double stack. The walls technically do this too, but like, I haven't found a need for it. But these, I definitely like double stacking to make like big pillars and stuff. It's really cool. So essentially both sides of this roof fit. So you can build one side and then it clicks into the bottom of the other one. It's really, really awesome design. You know, I do, like I said, I do have a ton of this terrain already. I picked this up largely because it was on massive sale. And also just because the terrain is so nice. And this is pretty much going to finish up my 40k terrain. I don't really ever intend to get more after this. This is just going to be my full crazy set for the table for setting up for playing games. So fingers crossed I'll be starting that campaign this weekend on Saturday. Be playing with myself. And it should be a really good time. Alright, so you get 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 of these suckers right there. This is some heavy boys. That's some heavy boys right there. Oh, shit. Hold up. Technical difficulties. Putting it back in the box. There we go. Alright, next up, we've got a couple different runners here. This one is the door sprue. This is also really heavy runner because this is like a super heavy duty door. They're like mega heft, these are. So these are door pieces. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4. So you're gonna get four doors, 2 small doors, 2 big doors. And when you build these, they actually lift out. So you don't glue the door in because it's going to like slot in and then pick out. So you're going to be able to like open and close it as you want, which is really cool. These door sections are just wonderful. There's not really anything bad about them. They connect up to the wall sections or to the pillar sections. They'll connect to both, which is really neat. Because the ends on both of those sections are technically universal. So they'll connect into each, which is really cool. So these are just some really cool doors. You can see this here's the bottom piece for the door to sit in, and these are the sides. Yeah, just really boss. Really, really cool. Mega dense. Alright. This is more roof pieces. So... these technically function as roof pieces, but you can also use them in conjunction with these stairs. You can see there's a lip there. So it works off the same thing. These are really neat because you can essentially put a stair set, one of these, and then another stair set, and have it connect up to a full height wall, which is really nice. These are the holders for if you want to use them for the stairs. This is like a porthole kind of thing. You can put a little ladder from the other runner here, which is pretty cool. So you can have like a ladder coming down if you want to. This is basically just a double long roof section. So you can see it connects up to the other piece there. And it's just double long. And then you have an elevator. So this is an elevator. That's like part of the elevator, and this is like the elevator platform. You can actually double stack these elevators. The other elevator I have is double stacked. And then it will go up 2 blocks, which I think makes more sense than a 1 block high elevator. That doesn't make a ton of sense to me. But yeah, they're just fantastic. More really good stuff for the same system. Alright, so this is a set of, I think they're called Ferrotonic Pipes. This isn't technically necromunda terrain, but this is like 40k terrain that interconnects with the same system. So you can see these here. They actually fit within the same width of the same walls, and then they hold the pipes. And the pipes are actually the same height as the pipe connectors on the walls. So if you wanted to have like a pipe coming out of the wall, you could totally use this to do it. I actually just built and painted one of these like maybe a month ago, one of these sets of pipes. They're just really nice in Necromunda. They look really cool. You can do a lot of really neat things with them too, where like you put them on their side like this, and then they connect to the walls like vertically using these pieces and stuff like that. It's pretty boss. So you're gonna get one big like engine piece, which is this thing right here. Then you're gonna get 2 long pipes, another long pipe, a couple of pipe enders, and then 2 pipe bends. One of these pipe bends is going to be able to connect up to the wall. One of them is going to be too tall for that, and is really intended to like connect up 2 pipes. So just something to consider there. Alright, so our pipes. And then we get into the runners I've never seen before. So this is the stuff for the gang hideout. Some kind of like big pipe, some kind of mesh, some kind of other ladder, maybe an elevator there, I don't know. And then a top, I guess, for this pipe. Yeah, some more little like ladder things. There's that broken run that I pulled out of the box. Figured out what that is now. Well, that's pretty cool. So that's some piece for the gang hideout. And then we have this guy for the gang hideout as well. So it looks like these are like maybe the start to wall sections, because this looks like a roof piece. Or like a platform piece. Kind of interesting. And we've got some railings here. Yeah. Interesting. Alright, we'll have to see how that goes together. And we got 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. Yeah, I've never seen this before, so that I'm particularly interested in. And then we have the barricade section. This includes a little tentacle. Everybody needs some tentacle action. A bunch of these nice crates. These are really good for just pieces of like scatter terrain. And a bunch of barricades that are just scatter terrain. These are terminals. You can make these interactables if you like put them on the bases. This is supposed to be a gang relic, is what that's supposed to be. But pretty awesome. These lids here, they go to the boxes, and they just look really nice. So yeah, so this is always a nice sprue. It's one they put in a lot of the Necromunda stuff, just because it has like the game tokens on it, like the tentacle and the gang relic, this thing. So they really like to include this sprue because of that. Alright. What a weird drink. Some kind of like nitro Pepsi or something. Really weird. I don't know if I like it. Alright, let's check out our instructions. Construction booklet pack. All right. This is basically the instructions from Dark Uprising. That's basically what this is. That's essentially the instructions from Dark Uprising. So there's how you build the columns. There's how you build the walls. I'm sorry, not walls. That's how you build the doors. That's how you build the walls. And it just shows you putting it all down. Nice and simple. And hey, you can spruce your board up and make some red. Yeah, so that's literally the set of instructions from Dark Uprising, like 100%. Alright, so now we have the stairs. We got the lids. There's how you do the elevators. All these cool extra pieces here. Different stairs and stuff if you want them. There's a lot of neat alternate kind of builds for this stuff, which is pretty sweet. I do like this layout. I don't have any that are like this L. I think I'll definitely do that. And then it can like connect up to the stairs like that. Yeah, it's really cool. I think I'll definitely do that. Yeah. There we got the pipes. The pipes are calling. That is how you build your pipes. Nothing particularly fancy there. Different bends and builds and bits and bobs. It's just showing you a couple different alternate options here for building the pipes. I think there's one that's like coming out of the ground and then broken. Here's one with like an extra piece on it. A couple different bends. So yeah, just giving you some options there. And this should be the gang hideout. Alright. So we get like a watchtower. It's pretty cool. And we get a kind of like furnace water tank thing. Pretty neat. Then we get all these different wall sections here with the platforms that go above them. And we got some railings for those. And how these connect, it looks like they would connect up to the walls. And then it looks like we have a corner piece we could build and a set of doors, it looks like. Interesting. So it looks like we're going to get two corners, one of which is different from the other. It looks like we're going to get 4 wall sections, a watchtower, a set of gates, and like a tank of some kind. Alright, well before we assemble this, because it looks like there's going to be options in here, we want to test some stuff out. Yeah. So I tell you what, let's actually go ahead and let's play around a little with some of this stuff and see what we can do. So we're gonna build 1 or 2 of the wall sections. I'm sorry, 1 or 2 of the corners and go from there. That's what we're gonna do. Because it looks like some of the stuff in the gang stronghold will connect up to the zone sections, although they keep showing it like completely by itself in all the pictures, which has me a little concerned that it has to be by itself and it's not going to connect up nicely. But looking at some of the connectors, it really looks like it will. So what we're probably going to do is we're probably going to build these pillar pieces, and then we're going to build a couple of these walls here and see what goes together. But yeah, this will so this terrain is pretty dense, I'm not gonna lie. Like it's a big project picking up a massive box of terrain like this. But I will say that it does paint up extremely quickly and look very good. This stuff is my favorite terrain that I own right now. And I figured I kind of wanted more to go with what I already have, so I could just like get completely mental when I'm setting up for a grimdark firefight. You know, just like go completely balls to the walls with it and have like, you know, this giant terrain castle kind of thing. I thought would be really neat. I definitely already have enough terrain for my table. But this is just gonna let me fill it in a little bit more, make it a little bit denser. So when I've been filming games so far, I've kind of had to like make sections of the table like off limits. That makes sense. Because I didn't really have like a setup for those sections. So like, you know, everything is very much like centered at where I'm sitting right now, instead of being the like whole table kind of thing. So this should let me expand it out a little bit more. Have those sections kind of be a little more included, less empty. Also, the denser necromunda terrain, like the cooler, because it kind of gets like kind of like claustrophobic kind of feeling, which I think is really neat. Well, let me rephrase that. I don't think claustrophobic feelings are neat. I like the idea that like the world of necromunda would be kind of closed in and, you know, terrifying, like kind of suffocating. Like, I think that's kind of cool. There we go. It's a good thing I bought an extra thing of glue today. Man, this one's gonna be gone. This one's gonna be so gone. But yeah, so they're having a 40K crusade today, and just not being that into the 40K rules right now. I was like, nah. Plus, Hawaii's COVID numbers are starting to go back up. I don't know how I really feel about that. So, tend to just be like a lot of people at those kind of events. I'm gonna play Battletech with like one friend. It's not bad. If I'm gonna go to like essentially what is a tournament and like swap dice with a lot of people and all, just be close to a lot of people. I don't know how I super feel about that, so I decided to sit the crusade out. There we go. So I'm not gonna glue the roof on. So you want the roofs to be removable. There's one pillar. But yeah, I don't know how I super feel about the crusade, so I was like, oh, I'm gonna sit that out. But what I decided to do was just go over and say hi. A bunch of people I knew were playing, so I decided I'd hop over and be like, hey guys, what's going on? That's when the shop owner was like, hey, I'm having a Memorial Day sale, 30% off all the big boxes. And I'm like, oh, what? It's like, yep. I'm giving everyone first crack at it before I put the signs up next weekend. And I was like, well, 30% off makes this a pretty fucking great deal. So sure, yeah. Well, alright, let me rephrase that. As great a deal as GW stuff ever is, because it's always fucking expensive, right? But for GW prices, that 30% off is very welcome. So this is one of those things that I kind of wanted to pick up, but it was just too much. But 30% off is enough to convince me to do it. There we go. So you can see they fit together like that. So this one can have like the roof cap, and then I have a double wide pillar like that. All right. You just don't glue the roofs, and you can swap them up and down like this, and then you're fine. All right. So, let's go ahead and clip all the little detail things out. A lot of these are magnetized, but not all of them. So some of them you can glue on. Don't be afraid to glue these on. Because they just have personality, right? And like, you don't want there to be a situation where you're striving so much to have things be modular, right? That you lose a lot of the fun and the personality of the terrain, right? Like being modular is super important, but it's not more important than it, like, I don't know, feeling grody and lived in like Necromunda, you know? So, and I mean, at the end of the day, it's not gonna like completely ruin your terrain setup if one of the walls has a monitor or something on one of the sides, right? Like, it's not going to be the end of the world. There we go. Yeah, as you can see, these guys, I got that magnet there. And there's the 2 magnet slots on the inside there. If you wanted to magnetize them, it works really well too. So just something to throw out there as well. All right. Oh. So we're going to need one of these. So these are the roof pieces that can connect to the second floor. That's what these are. So I need one of these so we can test out how this gang fortress stuff works. So these, wah, they just go like that and pop in. And now we can connect the roofs to them. So let's take a look at one of these gang fortress wall things. Alright, so it says A10, which is the big boy here. This one is, this set is a lot smaller pieces than the other Zone Mortalis stuff. Alright. And then we need A13 and A14. So yeah, a lot smaller pieces with this. Which might be good. It definitely means it's looking like a different kind of build. What do we got? These guys here on the inside. A lot of nubs on these too. Which is fine. Not the end of the world. Go. And then A14, which is this guy right here. And then what else are we gonna need? We're gonna need A12, which is one of these. A12, which is this guy. And what else do we need? We need A29, A29. See one of those, and then we need B20, which is that one here. Yes. Which I think is this guy. He's like a big vault door of some kind, it looks like. It's kind of cool. Okay, and then we need the roof piece, which is A15, which is this guy right here. Yeah, because this looks like it'll totally connect up. Yeah, looks like it'll totally connect up. Okay. Alright, so here's our big boy here. He faces outward, I guess. So like that. So we'll put our glow here. That. It's got like a tooth in there. It's like a little tooth there at the bottom, you can see. And yeah, this guy is. There we go. Alright. And he's like, woo! Little open door there. And then he. No, that's not right. No. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, weird. That fits together very strangely. Well, I don't know if I have that right. It fits together so strangely, to be honest. No, that's right. And then it's like a sealed door kind of thing. Okay. Okay. Fits super weird though. That feels very strange. I just want to put that out there. This piece sits really weird. Like, it's correct, I think. Fairly certain that's accurate. How it's supposed to be. That's really weird. There we go. So I bet you only get two of these like door sections, and then I bet you get 4 handles from each of the 4 wall runners. So that's why where we get the other one from the back from. And then this is in there like that. Okay. And this, so let's test it. So that totally does plug right in there. Alright, so now this goes like, how does this go? This I'm just trying to figure out how this is supposed to fit. It's like every way I think to attach it, it doesn't like sit right. It's really weird. So like, if I attach it there, it totally will work as a wall with this stuff. I mean, if I do that, that would totally work as a wall. Which should be pretty cool. I just don't 100% see how it's supposed to go. Maybe like that? Apologize as I try to figure this out. So, no, that's the right piece. Interesting. Yeah, it's just no. Because, like, there's like a tongue here, right? And then a lift there. So it feels like it should almost sit like that. It's how it feels like, almost like it's supposed to sit. Like if you look at like, because there's a little bit of a tooth there, right? See, and then that line lines up with that line, like that. And then you have this big weird section on the outside then, like that. So it says to put these railings on it. So let's look at those. Maybe they make it make more sense. So it looks like there's two different types of railings. There's like double wide railings and then single railings. It looks like it wants the double wide railings. Okay. So how the fuck does this connect? Alright, that definitely doesn't work like that. Is this? That connects there. But like, okay, that doesn't feel bad. That feels pretty good. Okay, so that's okay, I see now. I see. All right. Tooth, 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 tooth. There we go. Yep, that's how she sits. And then the arm in the back is like that. Yeah, that's really cool now that I understand how it works. Man, I must be like turbo tired. That took me way too long to figure out. Not gonna lie. That took me way, way, way too long to figure out. There we go. Alright. That's what these wall sections are going to be like. So there's going to be 2 with doors, and then I'm guessing 2 with something else. That's what I'm assuming anyway. And then these, they absolutely can connect up. Look at that. Look at that shit. Yeah. That totally connects up. Man. Well, that looks fucking great. Look at that. That's really cool. Yeah, I like that a lot. Yeah, that's awesome. That's super awesome, actually. Yeah, that's really cool. And then I guess if you wanted the railing, you could totally put that on there too. I don't know if I'm going to put the railing on mine yet, but yeah, that's really cool. That's actually a really neat alternate wall like that. And then you'll have a door in it as well. Yeah, that's super cool. 10 out of 10. And then alright, so it's saying you can put teeth in here, like severed teeth, and they will basically like hold the wall up for you, or they'll fill in these gaps, so like when you attach this it's a little more firmer. I don't think I want to do that though. Yeah, I don't think I want to do that. So let's actually build the rest of these, and we'll, now we know how to build this one, we'll go from there. Yeah, we can build all those on the spruce. Alright, hold on. We're actually gonna need a couple pieces off this. We're gonna need this piece right here. It looks like we're gonna need that. And then it looks like we're gonna need this guy right here. Alright. Same thing once again with feeling. But yeah, that's really cool. It connects up. I'm super happy with that. I was really worried these would not connect up. Because in all the promotional images, they don't show them like connecting and working together. They always show the gang like territory stuff like off by itself. And I was a little worried, but I was like, there's no way it doesn't work with everything else. And it totally does. It works with everything else, which is really cool. Man, I really need a fucking long weekend. I tried to take last weekend off, or last Monday off, and I was just beat. I also did not feel really good. I don't think it was like COVID-y kind of stuff, but I did not feel well at all. So my day off kind of got a little wasted, and I can't take every Monday off, unfortunately. So I have to go in tomorrow. Just lame. So lame. That's how I afford giant boxes of necromunda terrain. Fuck, man, you gotta be making the fucking digits to afford GW these days. Oof, they're expensive, but man, damn, like a whole fucking another level nowadays. Like, god damn, son. That fucking, I saw that magma draft today for sale, $112. Yeah, go fuck yourself, man. That's like maybe a $60 model at most. Like, yeah, they gotta check themselves. Even this box is way too expensive, but I just really like this terrain. If I didn't, I would probably be like, go pound sand, you know? Alright. There is an MDF version of this. Out there, but I don't know if it works with the real stuff. But I think it's very like similar, kind of. I think. I don't know. I don't know 100% because I don't have any of it. I think it's it looks very similar. I don't know if it's like compatible to work with this terrain. Which, since I already have some of this from the starter sets, is really what I would care about. You know what I mean? Because I'd really, it working all together is like the big appeal. Oh. It's fucking snazzy, isn't it? Yeah, that's right, snazzy. I guess you can fill these in if you want to, I guess. These little window things. To be super honest, I kind of like them open like that. I think that looks neat. If I have enough of these little window things to fill in all of them, I probably will. But I don't want to leave one open like that. That's weird. I don't want to do that. So if I have enough to fill them all in, I'm going to. If I don't, then I will probably not fill any of them in. I don't know. Maybe I'll fill them in. I don't know. I kind of like it open like this. I think it looks like some kind of like industrial archway kind of thing. So I guess technically if you don't want to build that door, you don't really have to. I guess that door is technically optional. I mean, it's nice. It's a nice bit of variation, so I think I would always build the door. But if you really didn't want the door in your wall like that, you get enough pieces to not build the door. There we go. Alright. Yeah, so they're really cool, so check that out. Put this guy on that side. How cool is that? It's like a fucking raptor cage. So cool. So cool. Yeah, that's really cool. Alright. let's see. Here's another one of those door window things. So we've got 3 of those. How many of them do we... The fuck? Oh, it was that. Okay. How many of them do we need? So we've got, what, 3 of these wall sections plus 1. So that's, what, 7? That puts us at 4. And over here... Oh, I like this one's got like a grate. That's really cool. Here we have 1. That puts us at 5, which means we're always going to have 2 unfilled. I don't know how I feel about that. We'll have to think about that. I kind of wish there was enough to fill them all in. But oh well. Alright, so we know how the raptor walls go together. So I'm not going to sit here and bore you while I build all the raptor walls. Let's put the switch on the back of this guy, just so we don't lose it. All right. Let's build one of the gate pieces, I guess. See how those go together. That's this. And these. And I think these here. There we go. And B30 and B29, which are these down here. And then the doors themselves, which will clip out as well. Sorry. Ah, thank you. That guy pops out. All right, cool. Okay. And then... Yeah, I'm sorry. I apologize. This one. It was a very, very tiring week. Minus the little I streamed yesterday, I basically slept like all day. Just 'cause busy day. Just 'cause busy day. Okay, this coming week will be more chill. But we'll see. Only time will tell. There we go. That's that. And then that's that. Alright. Okay, so I guess that just clicks in like that. Kind of cool. Yeah, I guess you could do. I guess you could do it on either side, really. And just clicks in like that. Not bad. Definitely a different, like, shape than the rest of the, like, necromunda pillars and stuff, which I don't think is necessarily bad. Not necessarily bad. And then this, that connects like this, this goes like this. And then we need to attach it, which is the tiniest bit of glue. Apparently missing one of the joints. There we go. Put this one here, and this one here. Like that. There we go. Just the tiniest amount of glue holding it on. So that way she'll be able to open and close and stuff. So. That will go like that, and then be an open and closable door. And we'll do the same over here. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Big hello from Norway. Hello. Odds Gaming Corner. How's Norway? Big hello back from Hawaii. Which is pretty much as far away from you as possible. Oh, which is crazy. I imagine it is probably the beginning of your day and the end of mine. So, that's how the doors work. I'm kind of trying to take this like a little slow. So I don't want to like commit to any piece of this until I know how it all works, kind of thing, you know. All right. So what do we have here? Looks like we have two of these corners that have two struts on them. And then we get one corner with one strut. Defo's weird. Defo's weird. So this one's like an actual corner. This one's like just a piece of the wall that continues inward, I guess. I guess you can use this piece here if you wanted to make an inward bend out of the wall. Alright, let's look at these a little bit. And this is A19 and B19. Let's take a look at those. Okay. Okay, so there's one. Right? And then there's one bend piece there. So I'm going to get 5 of these total pieces. Alright. I'm going to get 5 of them. Alright. Hold on. We're looking. We're figuring it out. Alright. Let's go ahead. These are the ones from the A runner. Let's go ahead and pop those off. Okay, and then they get these here. Let's figure out what the fuck these do. So yeah, I'm specifically not like just blindly following the instructions with this, because it looks like this is way more modular than the instructions lead you to believe. I mean, none of the instructions even show it going together with the Zone Mortalis walls, but I mean, it clearly does. It's 5 a.m. in the morning in Norway. I'm just finishing my night shifts at the bakery. Oof. That sucks. I'm going to be super honest. I do not miss late shifts like that. I worked in a pharmacy that I had super late shifts. Like, I would open and close the place kind of deal. It's not good in, like, any regard. Like, mentally, physically, it was bad every way. But I imagine working at a bakery is probably less toxic than working at a pretty shite pharmacy. Alright, so we've shown the wall sections work with the regular Zone Mortalis stuff. Let's figure out how these connect. Alright, so we're going to get one of these. Alright, and then these. What are these? Don't do that. Don't do that. What do they do? Kind of thought they would like clip in between here. Guess not. What do these do? These are gap fillers. That's what those are. Okay. Which means that this is going to make a gap when it connects. However it connects, it's going to make a gap. So, there we go. So like that on the outside, And then on the inside there's going to be a gap, which those little plats are for filling. Just like that. Shit. Okay. So, what does this do? What is the point of this one? I think it's to make a corner, but God, that does not. This doesn't. This does not like feel good with how it's sitting. It just feels like there's lots of gaps and stuff on it. All right. Make another one of these. Go. Then we're going to need a roof piece, which is this guy right here. And then he gets some little bendy boys if you want to put the bendy boys on. The bendy boys are that one and I guess the other one from the same runner. Let's clip off one of the bendy boys. There we go. Yeah, let's clip these out too. We'll see what they can do. Yeah, so you're gonna get like a half wall, or like a half corner, and then a full corner, and then like two full corners. Work texts, never any fun. Got 30 minutes left on my shift. That is home and paint a little. Nice. Yeah, yesterday was the first time I got to paint like all week. Just because I was so busy at work. So I'd come home and just like zonk out. His work was just that tough this last couple weeks. So I feel ya. So I hope you get to have some fun with your painting. Alright. Man, I do not like how these fit together. That feels not good. Alright. So that goes like that. And that's about the height of one of the walls. So it looks like that goes like that, and then these go like that, I guess. Maybe? Hold on. Yeah, that goes like that. This goes like this. And then okay, so that's what it does. So it makes like a weird pseudo corner, I guess. Because you could also just do this. Like that. Right? And then it would basically just be continuing the wall there. But you could add... Apologies as I try to figure this out, but I'm trying to like figure out the best usage for these, because like these instructions have already betrayed their own stuff, right? Like these pieces are way cooler, than the instructions say they are, right? Like they connect up to the Zone Mortalis stuff, right? Nowhere in the instructions is it like, make sure your pieces can do this, right? Like that's baller right there. But they don't ever show you that. So I'm trying to play with this and see that, like, I'm trying to make sure the pieces make sense, because like I don't want them to like exclusively work together to make this like fortress thing. I want them to work with my Zone Mortalis terrain. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm trying to figure out as I play with it. I'm going to paint Zodgrod Wartsnaga. Zodgrod Wartsnaga. It's got to be some kind of orc. Is it Gloomspike Gitz guy with a big hat? It's got like spikes coming off of it. And he looks like really grumpy. Is that what that is? Sorry. Here it is. Here it is all on the camera. Alright. Because honestly, like if I made these like little pillar pieces like this, that's way more interesting to me than a corner piece is. Like if I made these work like that and they like could connect up somehow, that's way more interesting to me than like a bend piece, you know? I think these as being like pillar pieces would be way more interesting. But alright, so let's see, if that goes like that, how the hell does this connect? Doesn't. Okay, what if I put this corner piece on here? Ah, now it does. Interesting. Okay, hold on. I gotta clip some more pieces out. Nope. There it is. Gloomspike Gitz models are awesome. I had a wonderful time building mine. I gotta paint them still. And I had a lot of fun building them. 3D printed off a bunch of mushrooms to stick on them. Really cool. It's actually one of the reasons I like haven't finished them yet, is because I was on the fence on whether or not to put mushrooms on the squigs. I didn't know how. It just made them feel a little busy, although it was great on the big gobos, the big trolls. Alright, so that's how that fits like that. So that will connect up like that. It's basically going to be like a 90-degree corner. So I'm going to get a 90-degree corner, and I'm going to get two 90-degree corners and one just like one piece like this, which is just like a continuation pillar piece. Alright, well I want at least one 90-degree pillar, so let's start there. Let's start there, because I know I want at least one of these. And then we might make 3 just connection pillar pieces. Although I have a ton of these that can also be connection pillar pieces. So maybe we won't do that. Go. This. It's going to go in there, like that. And it's going to connect up on this side, like that. Okay. Boom. Bam's your uncle. Fanny's your auntie. We're good. Well, Bob's your uncle, but same difference. It's been a long day, okay? Just playing Battletech. Bought a giant box of terrain. There we go, Okay. So, now, these, one connects like that, and one connects the other way, because then it makes a whole line, basically. So we'll do that. Okay. So I need one of these gap fillers here on the inside there. Put more glue on that. And we can put that piece on it like that. We'll tap it down to make sure it's sitting flush, which it is. Alright, so now on the other side, I'm going to need another one of those gap fillers. So let me cut it out. Not on there. There we go. Okay. Shit. Wasn't expecting that. Okay. I thought this was glowing better than that. I guess not. Alright. We're going to put some more glow on that then. Here on the inside. There we go. Okay. Don't grab it by the lid yet. Got it. And then this filler piece goes there. And we glue that down. Like that. I'm going to set it down and tamp it down to make sure everything's good. It's seated. It all feels like it is. Pretty sweet. And then, if I want to come along with this and put that there, it just continues the wall. Just like that. That's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Alright. Okay, so that's like, it's a little corner piece, because if I do that, it's going to do that. If I do this, it does that. Alright, so like a 90-degree corner. Pretty useful, pretty cool. And it's going to work with the stairs and all kinds of stuff because it's using the same tooth. Although the box doesn't show that working at all, it's going to. So just keep that in mind. Alright, so I'm not sure if, because you can build these into single straight pieces. I don't know if I want to build another 90-degree corner or if I want to build 3 single straight pieces. Really, I'm not sure which one I want to do. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to set this off to the side right now. This will also work with the gate, which is really neat. So there's the gate. Kind of wish the gate had a piece that went over it because it would hold it a little tighter like the other ones do. But still pretty cool. Still pretty cool. All right. Yeah, that's cool. Okay. All right. And then I guess we could put railings on it if we want to. I don't know if I'm going to put railings on yet or not. Okay. And then we have looks like there's some extra bits we can put on here and there, which is pretty cool. And then here's the tower. Because this is going to use one of our roof pieces. So it looks like we're going to have to build 2 corners, I think, if we want to build the tower. I don't think we're going to need a choice. So we'll build 2 corners and 1 like straight across piece. I think that's what we'll be able to do. Yeah, because this is going to be one of our other straight pieces. Alright, height-wise, let's see how this works. Let's take a gander at this real quick. Because that's this big arm piece here. And then that's A2, which is this guy. So that's pretty tall. So the first level there is going to be so the first level there is going to be like roof height. And the second level is going to be like half a level above that. Okay. So again, pardon me as I play around with this. Because it would be cool to have a watchtower that you could like hop down a little ladder to and then climb all the way up to. That would be pretty boss. So it also says I can just build one of the pipe or one of the wall sections under this, but I don't think there's a lot of value in that, to be honest. So this is gonna get that. Let's go ahead and glue that because we know we want that. Yep, so we know we want that. And we know we want this. Alright, and then these, I'm going to peg in there in the corner, like that. So let's try that out. And then, same thing for this guy. And I believe these are also going to connect to each other. And there's like a token piece we can put in the middle if we want to, I think. Although it might look more industrial if we leave it open. Yeah. There we go. Okay, so it's going to give us some kind of like weird platform piece. Oh, look at this shit. Look at that. God damn, boy. That's cool. So this can just connect right up to this piece here. Like that. That's really cool. Alright, let's get the rest of these legs built. I think what's going to happen is I think you're going to be able to, if you wanted to, after this step, make it a really tall, like tower cable, not cable, like pumping thing, if you wanted to put the big water tower piece on top of it. I think. I'm not 100% sure. Definitely interesting. I will say this kit is a lot more interesting. This gang hideout specifically. It's a lot more interesting than GW makes it look like it is. Like I was interested in picking this up because I had the suspicion that it was actually really cool like this. But I didn't, all the promotion stuff and everything made it look like it just like kind of went together one way and sat on its own. But it really doesn't. It fits in and connects with everything. It's really cool. Oh, there we go. You know, like, that's so cool, you know? I love it. Alright. So after we play with this a little bit more, we're going to take a look at the pipe, the big water tower thing, I think, and then we're going to call it. You don't need to sit here and watch me assemble like 40 pillars and stuff. Like, that's not fun watching, you know? That will give me time to go get a new drink and stuff like that. And I'll just put on some YouTube and zone out and clip all this stuff out. But I do want to take a look at the water tower a little. Because it looks... Its legs are weird. It looks like they're supposed to connect to something, but I don't see that thing in the box. So, like, it looks like it's shouldn't be standing on its own kind of deal. So we'll take a look at that and go from there after we get this built. Come on. Snap in there. Nice. Yeah, see, there is some kind of thing you can put there, but I think the hole is more industrial. I like it. Yeah, that's really cool. It's a really cool piece. Alright, so after that we have the actual Watchtower piece that we can make. Which is pretty cool. Let's build this, because I'm curious about that. So it's A27 and then A28, and then the Watchtower piece. Oh, the Watchtower piece has a couple weird pieces. Alright, so that's this guy. A27. Are you A20? Yeah, you're A27. Okay. And then for the other guy, it's A6, which is this. This is for the Watchtower. One of the other reasons I also picked this up is because I don't think GW is going to do more stuff to go with Zone Mortalis. I think this is like the last big release of it. And I honestly just wanted to get a little more before it, I don't think it's going to like go away, but I don't think it's going to be like, you know, there's going to be new kits coming out to like accentuate it kind of thing. So... when there was that baller sale, I was like, don't mind if I do. Alright. Okay, cool. Alright. That and that looks like that. Okay. Just like that. And the foot shape on this is kind of interesting. So I don't think the foot shape on this, like, it kind of fits there, but it doesn't like super connect up. But if you follow that logic, if it fits there, that means it would also fit here. Which, I mean, basically means you could turn any of these things into a tower. Like if you wanted a tower with one of these bottoms, you could totally do that. looking at it, right? Because that's going to be one of 4 corners, right? Like that. So, and it's the same height. I mean, so the next section, the actual tower section, would pop just right on top there. You could do it. You could have this as a tower instead of this if you didn't want this. It's interesting. Okay. What about this guy? What does he do? He does that. Is that it? Looks like that's it to me. Let's get more of him built. Let's at least get 2 sides built for each one of these. There we go. And then, let's see, we got that guy already. Get the guys off this one now. Interesting, interesting options. So if you didn't want to use the tower as a tower, if you wanted to use it as something else, you totally could and still technically have a tower piece using the other kit, or using the other set. Just because since everything is modular, it would all fit together. It would also mean that you could put you could connect up regular walls to it, and it wouldn't have to connect to like a second floor roof section the way it does now. Interesting stuff. Interesting stuff. All right. Yeah, I really wish they, I'll be honest, I wish they did a better job advertising this. Because the stuff is a lot more interconnected than, like, the pictures or even the instructions make it seem. Which I kind of had this feel, like, the sneaking feeling was the way, but, like, the stuff's, like, this gang hold out specifically is a lot cooler than it makes it seem. Because there is a lot of variation with this. There we go. And then... oh. Actually gonna, so we can make oh, there's bolts on it, so we can't use the upside down trick to make sure it's flat. Well, fuck. That sucks. Alright, we're gonna have to attach it like we pretend like we're attaching it here. Okay. Just hold it for a minute. And this guy's the same way. So he's... I mean, man, if you wanted, you could totally just make a really big, like, chem tower. Because he will totally fit in the same spot. Otherwise, he fits like this. Or you could put him over one of these as well. Interesting stuff. I don't know how interested I am in this thing by itself. And as a really big chem tower, I don't think it's particularly useful. I think if I put it in one of the pillars, that could be really neat. That could make a cool piece, I think. I don't know. I have to think about that one. Yeah, not sure. Not sure. Well, that was unboxing and building a bunch of the Necromunda Zone Mortalis sector terrain. The stuff is way cooler than the instructions lead it on to be. And just like crazy modular. Okay, apparently you can't connect that there. Lame, sad. Alright, we'll connect over on this side. There we go. And we got this guy here on this side. There you go. Building a whole little wall. So you can see it all fits together really well. And it all is interconnectable despite what the instructions say. It all connects up just perfectly fine, which is really cool. I mean, it's just super awesomely cool. So yeah, really good set. Especially for getting it on sale. I mean, that makes it an even better set. But this is going to be a really, really nice addition to my terrain for gaming at home and for gaming on the channel. And yeah, I basically just doubled my terrain for gaming at home, essentially, which is pretty rad. But I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to call it there. I'm going to go feed my pupper and probably grab a shower. And I will catch you guys next time. Hopefully you enjoyed hanging out as I derped around with my toys and lost the cap to my glue, apparently. There it is. But yeah. And I'll be back to derp around with toys next week. Either Saturday or Monday, we will be doing we will be doing one-page rules firefight solo campaign. We'll be kicking that off either Saturday or Monday. Not sure which. Might do a Monday. That'll give me Saturday to print everybody's sheets out and get it all sorted and program up the random events and stuff that we're gonna do. But I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna call it there. Thank you guys.